Hey, what's shaking? This is Shaken. It is a browser-based MMORPG. It's not too different from what you've seen around. Noticeably, it's a little bit gritty, which I don't particularly like. So we pop in here. You choose a character from three. You choose one character from three. I think it was the standard mage, archer, warrior, and I always pick the warrior because the warrior is cool. So we come in there. There's a little bit of a cinematic, a little bit of story, and then you talk to that angel chick, which is funny how they always start on something like that. And you come around here, and the game in quotes begins in quotes. Going over here, gonna battle some rabbits because battling rabbits is cool. And these rabbits are ginormous, so they should probably die. And there's so many of them, man. When they say they breed like rabbits, I did not expect that much. Oh, hey, congratulations, you did a thing. But not really. And you have the story, I think I skip it almost immediately. Oh yeah, this place is called Ivalice, by the way. I thought that was funny. Ivalice is the name of the... Is it the country or is it the world from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance? It's either the country or the world. Or maybe it expands into the overall Final Fantasy lore. I'm not entirely sure about that. I know it's the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. And probably Final Fantasy Tactics as well. These games are just such a bore. I cannot stand it. Like, if you can see my mouse there, the little gauntlet. And what I like to do with these games is see how long I can go before I have to click something. And I actually went and clicked some stuff off the screen just to clear the screen, not have it there. But I could probably get by without actually clicking it. So of course, auto path to your quest giver, auto path to the monster you gotta kill, auto path to kill the monster, auto path back to the quest giver. You don't have to click anything, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to think, you don't have to act, you don't have to feel, you don't even have to exist. You could just go. Like, see, I'll just clear that, even though I could probably just keep going. You could probably just start up this game and do any initial clicking you need, like, hey, click this to get started or whatever, and then just like leave it and let it go and see how long it can go. I think there's a game I reviewed a while back on this channel where I think I went literally the entire video without clicking a single thing. I just don't get it. And why do they always look so similar? Why? Like, if you like took all of the browser-based MMORPGs that I've reviewed or previewed on this channel and lined them all up, I wouldn't be able to pick out one from another at all whatsoever. It would be complete guesswork because they all look so damn similar. Though, to be fair, this probably, I guess, does look better than most. It has a pretty nicely saturated world. It feels a little bit homely. There's a nice little bit of a transition there from the green, vibrant forest to the little graveyard-looking place. And at the very least, the animations aren't terrible. A lot of games of this type have like 10 frames a second. Or something awful. At least this it looks bearable. Oh, wow, look, dragon. I'm on a dragon. Isn't that cool? I can't fly it, but I'm on a dragon. That's cool. I don't see anything down the word below that should be there, like enemies. Oh, there's some. Maybe I misheard that. Anyway. Oh, he just phased out of his existence. Thanks, friendly dragon that just kind of disappeared. That's cinematic. That's cool. That makes you wow. I like that kind of deal. So we're into a new zone. This is a very... Oh, wow. I got a mount. Isn't that cool? It's like a lizard. That's cool. Ooh, I can fight on the lizard. Wow. Isn't that exciting? I joke, but this is a little bit cooler than most browser MMORPGs, gotta admit. The kind of sad part is that I don't see any players, and this is a beginner area too. Like, At the very least, I want to feel like I'm actually a part of the world, not playing just a really shitty first person, not first person, but single player campaign kind of mode. So they have this slow ass roulette thing. I don't even, it's just, why is it so slow? What's funny is that you can auto path in the background while you mess around with these menus, which is actually kind of cool. But like, it's intentionally incredibly slow to force you to do both kind of thing. And of course, you know, virtual slots, it's such a weird thing because at least with real slots, you can kind of get the physical movement of the slots moving, even though it's still rigged. But in a computer game, it's like there's no sense of of like physicality. And also with the roulette or whatever it is, you can spin it with or pull the lever with your hand, right? And you kind of get that feeling there. But in this, it's like click the little graphic of the lever. You don't even pull it; you just click it. These games are so weird. So you just keep going back and forth. Oh, I'm about to fall asleep. You just keep going back and forth between all these people, collect your reward, do the thing. Another thing that strikes me as funny is that, like how graphically, like, nice I don't want to say it's concept art, but it's maybe promotional art. Like you can see the little icon in the top left, right? It's a part of the image you saw during that dialogue sequence, and they always look so like action ready and like mercenaries of the world, but you're just like there's a level 1 nobody going around killing bunnies. I always thought that was funny. So I don't even remember this. I think I just kind of auto-passed it and was, I don't know, watching a movie on the side. These games are just so unengaging. Whoa, look at those effects though. That makes it look like you did something, right? I love how it's like a hot tip. Hot tip! You can equip stuff. You might want to do that if you want to not die. And man, this place is infested with bears. I think it's so weird that like games of this ilk will just do this. Well, they're just like, I don't know, just throw 50 of the same enemy in one tiny little area. Because I'm thinking back to like RuneScape and what's the other game? World of Warcraft, right? They'd kind of do something similar, but they'd handle it with a bit more finesse, you know? They would have like maybe 3 or 4 in like a medium-sized area. I don't know what it is. Like, other games certainly do the same thing. Like, Guild Wars 2 does the same thing. Where they have a whole bunch of enemies and, medium-sized area. Medium-sized area, rather. So why is it when I come into these browser MMORPGs, they look so strange? Like, it feels like a computer game instead of like a living world kind of thing. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. I imagine it's just because of the space. You know, they're crammed in there like sardines. And also, they don't really feel part of the world. They're just like standing around, and then they'll move every once in a while. But then again, other games do exactly the same thing, so I don't know. So I know we're here in this capital place. I think we're talking to the king, who for some reason just kind of stand there on a statue, I guess. I don't know. None of these characters are interesting. None of this is interesting. I have no freedom. Can't do anything. That's really nice art, though. But see, like, look back at my character when it comes back up. Like, look how badass I look, man. I'm like a freaking dwarven armor warrior who's been back and forth through combat. So I teleport back, and it's like free teleport. Like, thank you, game. I love free teleports. That's just a thing you need. So I'm just eyeing the timer. This is the most boring game. I swear I was playing this and I was like, oh, okay, that seems about right? So I look up at the time, it's like 2 minutes in. I'm like, oh god, I gotta play at least 8 more minutes of this garbage. I really do hate these kind of games. I wish they would just do something different. And not just be like, oh, we're a little bit better than everybody else. Like, great. But you're not, who's the audience for this? Even surely kids these days are playing something better than this, right? Oh yeah, and then it had like a preset dialogue option in the box, so I pressed enter, and I was like, I love this game, everybody join me or whatever. I was like, no, please ignore that, right? But it said, nope, you can't talk for another minute. I thought that was hilarious. I should probably rate this, right? I don't know, 6. If that. 6 only because it works.